Good afternoon, welcome. It's Anna here, and it's Wednesday, which means it's time to use it or lose it. Today I want to do a small mass make. I watched a video this weekend. I believe the channel was Inked Paper Art, and she made antique French journal cards mixed media art, she called the video. I will link it down below. But I was intrigued and I wanted to do my take on this. It's a copycraft or a remake or whatever you want to call it, but it's not my idea. So she had scanned and printed cabinet cards, and I have those as well. These two is from my own stash, scanned many years ago and printed, and these two I believe they are from a free printable from Nick the Booksmith many moons ago, and I have found them in a bunch of papers. I know that they are not mine, so they must be a printable, and I believe it was from Nick the Booksmith. So these will go onto some decorated journaling cards, and I also am going to use book pages. This is a book published in 1843, so it's not very new. Really nice paper, and I'm gonna have a bunch of papers like that. I am also going to use a base, and I have these are index cards with very faint lines, and here is a tea-dyed index card where the lines disappeared. It's not the same from the same batch, it's different, but I'm going to use those as base, and then we're going to decorate as well. So let's start. I have my glue pages, I have my glue stick and my art glitter glue, and I have distress ink, vintage photo. So let's start. And I'm going to start by tearing off the white of these pages. And I'm just going to, I don't want the white to show, so I'm just going to tear it like that. And do the same on the other side. And then I am going to, this, as I said, this will be kind of a mass make. So I'm just going to make 4. I can make really many of these, but I'm going to make 4. So I have 4 paper, and I'm going to just plop the cabinet cards on top of this, and then I'm gonna start by inking around them. So that they are a bit grungy. So how is everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. As I said, it's Wednesday, so midweek. I am tired as always, but yeah, I have been a bit missing in action. I know I've been putting a lot of time at work this week and past week, and my middle child, my daughter, she's turning 14 in a few weeks. She has been sick or ill with quite a bad cold, so I have been taking care of her. She doesn't really need it, but I think when you're ill, you want to have your mama. that's at least how she is. So I'm going to put this up there, and then I'm going to glue them. Yeah. So I have been busy. And as per usual, I'm going to use my little tool here to make sure it sticks. And I am going to take the next one. This is a really nice one. And if you don't have these, you can use any images. You can use Tim Holtz images. You can use fussy cuts out of books. I don't usually have printables. I prefer to use book images, but I have those, and now I want to use them. I'm not going to print them again, but I'm going to use up what I have. So, and that is what this is about, using up what you have. Using scraps of things and so on. So I'm just gluing these down. And right now it might not look very pretty, but just you wait. This is a nice decorated journaling card. And it's so easy to make, and the result is great, I think. There we go. Yes, putting the lid back on the glue. Now I am just going to put my index cards like this, and then I'm going to position them. Oh, I'm gonna have to take some off up here. And as you can see a piece of the index card around this. And that's good. Just going to do some tearing, and the pieces I tear off, I am using not the white bits, but the bits I am tearing off now with text on. They will be used in my collages. They might be used in one of my masterboards or something. Let's use this one. So these will be the focal point of the craft, and I am going to hinge them. They won't be glued down, they will be hinged with fabric, and I think that was so fun. And at first I thought, oh, how am I going to do this? But I have so much fabric lying around, so what you do is that you just glue it down like so and hinge it, and then you decorate. So pretty. Yes, I have this lovely rose patterned fabric that I got thrifting a while back. So I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac, since it's fabric, pushing this to the side. Maybe I should should decide which fabric goes where, of course, before I start gluing. Duh. There we go. I want the roses with maybe them. That's good. Then I have, what else do I have here? Where did I put my fabrics? There. I have this. This is so cute. This is actually bed linen. And I'm thinking that I want to use that for this one. So I'm just going to tear a piece off. Like so. That's pretty. Maybe I can use a piece for this as well. This is a great way to use up your offcuts or little pieces of fabric that you have lying around. Nice. And for this one I want to use this is also bed linen, but it's really old and grungy, so I think I'm gonna use that. Yep, that will be it. So now I can glue. And I don't want to use glue stick for this. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac since it's fabric that I'm gluing. Just getting rid of some threads here that I don't want lying around. And Fabri-Tac it is. So, also, if you are a person who uses printables and buys digitals from Etsy shops, this is, I know there are so many of them that have cabinet cards in the shops that you can purchase and print out. And I believe that Ink Paper Art that I took the idea from, that she has in her shop at least. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to lie that fabric down. Then I am going to position the card first, and then I will position the paper like so, and it will flip. That's really nice. Cute journal card. I can tear another piece off there. Oops. Let's use, as you can see, my art glitter glue is bubbling, so I can use that and use my little spatula. This is a silicone makeup brush that I use, and I can spread it with that and not waste it. There we go. Once again, I am positioning the index card first. Make sure it sticks to the back there. This is nice because it makes the back a bit decorated as well. And now I'm gonna put this one. Nice. Let's do this one. The rose one. Make sure we get some Fabri-Tac on there. It's really hard to get Fabri-Tac in Sweden where I live, so I'm gonna have to find a good alternative. Let's put the index card and the book page like so. pretty. Just making sure they all flip. Then I'm gonna do the young man or the boy. Oh, here I can do some more. And as I said, this is a great way to use up your fabric scraps, your book scraps, and things like that. That one came a bit lower down than that one. Well, then never mind. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm going to just take a piece of the sides here. And they're really grungy bad linen. Would be nice with patterned ones as well, but I think the other ones are a bit too feminine to use on a boy. I would like to. I should go look in my stash and see if I have any other pattern, but not today. I will probably mass make a bunch of these while I'm at it, but I think I'm just going to film these 4. Too much glue on this one. Sticky. And the card first. And then the paper. Book page. There we go. Want it to be fairly straight. And I can move this to the side. Now, the thing is, I am going to go pause this and go and sew these. I'm going to sew a line across here so that the paper and the fabric gets caught. You can still flip it, and right behind and right on the back. And when I have done that, I will be back and we will start decorating. So, quick and easy, I will be right back. I am back. And now I have sewn just one zigzag and one straight stitch on each and every one of them. And now, as you can see, they still flip, and it's a bit more decorated and also a bit more secure. So what I want to do now is to decorate. And she used laces and laundry labels, and she also had, no, she had laces and laundry labels, I think. So I'm just fixing. I don't want to see the white. Stop filling. I have laces, for instance, like this one. Just gonna snip off that thread there. Excuse my arms going across the desk. We have this one, for instance. Could do like that. And then I have this one. Really cute. Love this lace. And what else do I have? On him I don't want lace. I have stamped on fabric. This is Sam Poole's what's that called? I wonder what it's called. Sorry, I'll show you this one. French Seals CEC 1085. Like so. I have used these stamps and stamped on paper. No, not paper, fabric, which gives a really nice effect. This is a beige fabric. I thought I could use that for him. Maybe I can even cut it a bit. Let me see if I can. This is my little scrap bowl, so that I don't get all my scraps on the floor, because they have a, you know, if you are a crafter, you know that the scraps, they get caught in your clothes, they get caught on your feet. If they fall on the floor, and then you have them all around the house. And I have 2 dogs, and I don't want them eating lots of thread and other things. So I'm just gently cutting a little bit and fraying it. And as I said, I have this bowl here on my desk, and I put all my tiny scraps in it, and then I empty it in my bin, and most of it actually stays there. I like that. I want one there as well. Maybe I can use one of these. Yes, I'm gonna use one of these tiny doilies. This has been a tablecloth or a small thing, but now it's my pieces of lace. I'm going to do that side on this one. So, and do I want the laundry labels or not? I want labels. I want labels down here. So I'm gonna get my small stamp albums that I have labels in and see what I find. Maybe I could do that on him. Yes, that's good. And a blue label for this, of course. Yes, lovely. And maybe one for her as well, a blue one. That's too big. Let's see, here I have a number. These are also Tracy Fox labels, and they are so many years old since I got those labels. I want a red one. No Monday, it says. Ah, that's perfect. So I'm gonna ink and glue the labels down, and I also want to check laundry labels. That's what I want to check. Should I put some laundry labels on here? He could have one. No, she had the numbers, and they were in that direction instead. That were really cool. And if I put one there, it's gonna cover the lace. Maybe I can put it up here. Yes, let's do that. Let's put an MP up here. There we go. What else do I have? Oops. They're just flying around. I have so many. Let's put that one there. This is just a small accent, you know. A bit something interesting. She should have one as well. Let's get this one for her. And you can decorate these any way you like. You can use washi tape if you have it. You can use whatever, more fabric or more laces or paper scraps or whatever you like. This is just to get rid of the white edges of the paper. This is nice. These are nice journaling cards. Easy to just, they add such a nice detail if you plop them into a pocket. And yeah, I think they're really fun. I really enjoyed her video, and as I said, I'm going to link it down below. And I'm probably going to make bunches of these to put in pockets, not in the same journal, but in a few different journals. So for these small ones, I am using Art Glitter Glue. Could also use postage stamps if you like, if you don't want to use labels. And if you don't have cabinet cards, as I said, you could fussy cut any image out of a book. You can use botanical images, you can use, I mean, it doesn't have to be people. And all of the Tim Holtz ephemera, whatever you got, you can use. And most of us junk journalers have book pages lying around, so that's also a great way to use up your book pages. And for the laces, I think I will try once again with the Fabri-Tac. So I am reaching out for it. And I'm going to start with this one. And once again, I'm moving my glue paper in here so that I can use it underneath my laces. And not all of this has to be stacked up. You could also put the laces first and sew later, if you like. I think I'm going to put it there. It's all up to you how you like to do it. Oh, that's so cute. So cute. This was a fun one, I think. I'm so happy when I find ideas that I can do with the things I have. And I really like using it up, you know. Using the stuff I have. I have to put in an order this week for some glue because a few of my glues are running out. And I think I'm gonna have to buy some glue. Oh. Did anyone ever tell you, I think anyway, that Fabri-Tac is like snot? You know, if you have kids, you dry the snot and it's everywhere. Oh, it's not my favorite glue. Actually, it's not. And I would like to find a good alternative to Fabri-Tac here in Sweden. Maybe I can just use my bookbinding glue or some PVA glue or something. I don't know. Oh, it leaks through. Threads everywhere. Yes. My fingers are covered in glue that doesn't want to let go. And it still lifts up, yes. Once again, oh, let me use this. I like using my tweezers because they help me to have a bit more control and my fingers don't get covered in glue. And you can use your paper towel like this to dab it, press it down and make sure it sticks, and also get rid of the excess glue because it's everywhere. And now I'm just going to quickly put my lid on my glue and put it away, and then I'm gonna use my little tweezer once again and plop this down. And here we have a blob of glue that I'm gonna dry off. There we go. So I think that I am happy with these now. Really nice. You could also do something to the back. You could add a stamp, you could add stamp something, you could add whatever you like. More fabric, more laces, whatever. But for now, you know, you have a nice journaling spot behind here, and you also have a nice journaling spot here. And these will go into any pocket in your journal. That's big enough and be a nice embellishment. I think so, at least. So I hope you enjoyed this short and, no, it's not short, this video, this little project. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below what you think. Maybe you have tried this yourself. I would love to hear. Or just say hi down below. I will say hi back. And yeah, I will be back really soon with another video. And until then, I wish you all a great rest of the week. Bye!